Welcome back to another Shatterdaze with Venom 420. I'm Venom 420. This is my buddy Ziggy. Hopefully you're doing well. I know it is late this evening, but better late than never, right? So hopefully everyone has been doing good. I know I missed last week, so I'm here at least again late, but great. Ziggy's here. Ziggy's doing okay. Ziggy actually had an emergency vet visit not long ago, so he's doing okay though. Nick, how's it going, my friend? KMK 420 PTB. Yo, how's it going, dude? Hopefully all is well. Nick, yeah, I missed you, bro. You were gone, and I was like, bruh. You'd be like gone, and I was like, bruh. Last week, actually, to be 100% honest, my day went by so much. I was running around doing shit. I came home, ate food, and hit the bed, and by the time I realized that it was Shatterdaze, it was already fucking 10, 11 o'clock. I'm getting ready for bed. I'm like, fuck, I forgot to even stream. So nothing bad happened, but I forgot. So, Nick. Been trying Delta 8 THC as of lately. It's like regular THC, but kind of different. I've heard the name thrown around a lot, but I haven't personally gotten anything. When I first heard the name Delta 8, I thought it was a company, and then I thought it was just an extraction method. So I'm not 100% sure exactly. I still haven't partaken. So, doing good. Right. So let me know if it's worth it. All right. But since it's late, let's go ahead, spin that wheel of dabs right away. And get that going. Nick, Delta 8, Delta 9 is traditional THC. Delta 8 is some sort of counterpart to it. That sounds more right, something more familiar too. Like I said, Delta 8 tetrahydrocannabinol. Yeah, I have a poster on one of my walls. Right here. Right? Cannabis sativa. Yeah, Delta 9. Yep. So it says, Delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol. Cannabinol. Tetrahydrocannabinol. Gypsy, hey, how's it going? All right. So, what do we get? We got Bongathon. So, let's get the old Bongathon out. Ugh. If we can. If it can be done. There we go. That one, and that one, and that one, and that one. All right. Nick, I'll say this. It's like THC, but a more controlled high where you don't feel like as paranoid or off your rocker. So it's like the synthahol for weed. Synthabud. Synthaweed. Synthadope. All right. I'm going to get some new water in this because I can't remember the last time I smoked out of this thing, and that's gross. So I'll be 1 second. Sounds cool. Sounds like something I should probably check out. And if it's a more mellowed buzz, I know a lot of people who would probably be more interested in it than not. So let me get this real quick. All right. All right, there we go. There we are. All right, Kenzie. Hey. Hopefully all is well. Nick, Delta 9 is regular Coke, Delta 8 is Diet Coke, and CBD is Coke Zero. That's a decent analogy for it, huh? All right. Well, it's good to have everybody in. Nick, Kenzie, Peppermint, the Gypsy. I got Ziggy here with me. Mr. Ziggy actually hurt his foot really bad and had to go to the emergency vet the other night, but he's doing pretty good. He's got his little kitty drugs and he's doing all right. Kenzie, I saw you enjoyed the Guilty Paco today. Yes. With the little stuffings in his mouth. I did see that. They get in trouble. I'm very lucky to have a very well-behaved young missy. The dog I hang out with is extremely well-behaved. All right. Kenzie, how art thou? And ye lady? Thine lady is very well, as far as I know, as well as can be. She's out and about somewhere. Gypsy, poor little busted Paco, no joke. And I'm pretty good. Everything's pretty good. Weekend goes far too fast. This is like my Sunday, so I'm always back to work the next day. But other than that, very good. I hope you are doing well as well. It's good to be back and smoking and hanging out. I missed last week, so. Dick, honestly, I find myself using CBD a lot more nowadays as opposed to when I just started cannabis. I just tried wild hempette cigarettes. So they're cigarettes in a pack, but it's hemp, and it's trippy. It really feels like a cigarette weed hybrid. It's odd, but it's actually quite good. But they're expensive, and I don't want to smoke them. I'll smoke joints, but they are strangely nice. Wild Hemp is the name of the brand. It's actually interesting. Kenzie, this is my Friday. That's cool. Yeah, this is my Sunday. Bummer, but oh well. Mickey D, happy Shatterdaze, fuckers. Happy Shatterdaze. Good to have you with us, Mickey D. Hopefully all is well. Nick, I use a brand called Snaps. Kind of a novelty pill. A brand of CBD, I'm guessing. I haven't heard of it. If so, I know there's a lot of CBD companies, stuff like that. Those hemp cigarettes are pretty wicked. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, in cases where I couldn't smoke weed, I'd probably smoke those. Pour some of that out. All right. Mickey D, your mom is kind of a novelty. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Hopefully the novelty is going off. Gypsy, I kind of want to try smoking those, but as a former smoker, it could be dangerous. And that's exactly why I don't want to smoke them. Uh-oh. Is there a puppy? Do we got puppies here? Come here. Come here. Yeah, they're smoking stuff. You can come back when there's no smoking stuff, huh? Come here. Oh, there's a puppy. There's the puppy. Oh, what's that smoke? What's that smoke? We don't want smoke. Doggo. Yeah. 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 Who's a great dog? Who's a good dog? Who's playing bass with their tail? Oh, that's so cute. All right. Oh, yeah. 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 best dog ever. You're the best dog ever. Here's Phoenix, the bestest dog ever. Mickey D, the world is going to shit, so we might as well make people laugh. Hey, that's how I felt for most of my whole life. Entertainers and dogs and anybody that makes it get through this shitty world a little bit better has a high priority. They mean a lot to me. You want off? You want off? Good seeing you, doggo. All right. Good dog. Love that dog. Best dog. All right. But yeah, the world's been going to shit. So if anything, yeah, you gotta stay extra positive, right? So can't tell if there's crap in my beard or if it's just going gray. It's going gray. It's going gray fast. The world is going to shit. Yeah. All right, Gypsy Heart. Nick, I'm feeling a lot better about life with Big Joe taking office soon. Hey, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. What do you think, dog? What do you think? Huh, Phoenix? Huh? What do you think? She is all about the fact that they made a pit bull ban. They lifted the pit bull ban in a lot of Colorado. They legalized pot in Mississippi, which I never thought would happen. New Jersey, some other fucking places. There's some good changes. They okayed wolves, right? Releasing wolves back in, something like that. Yeah. So we got wolves back in Colorado. And, I guess they're going to do a thing where if, like, they eat farmers' cattle, they'll reimburse the farmers for the head of cattle if they lose them, which is worth it to me. I'm willing to pay taxes to have wolves out there. Wolves are badass. They seem cool to me. All right. Now the dog's on the floor. Floor dog. Let's take that dab again. But, yeah. Either way, I've been doing good for a while now. I've noticed that the only way to have positive things happen is to keep positive. Chance favors a prepared mind. If you prepare yourself for positive things, your chances of them happening go up exponentially. If you expect bad things to happen and prepare for that to happen, those chances go up higher. Fate always rides on who's prepared for it, So, I don't know. You can't always control what happens, but you can try to control how you let it affect you. Nick, they majorly decriminalized weed in my state. Nothing happens to you unless you have like 2 ounces on you, which is, fine. I think that's about right. I think that's fair to me. What was it? Oregon? Portland, whatever, or something like that. Fucking really decriminalized a lot of drugs, which I'm all for. Like many things, my stance is I may not be for those things, but I am for them being legal, which is kind of bad. I'm just pro a lot of things, you know what I mean? Which is a weird stance, but I do think that making things illegal just makes them more profitable to a lot of people, so it doesn't really get rid of the use. It makes it usually where people have to do it in a not as safe of a way. So, yeah. Oregon was it. Yeah, Nick. Mickey D, yep. Oregon. I mean, now I'm all for that. It's kind of like there's so many things that I'm pro. I don't think you should do them, but I think that they should be legal, and that's one of them. That's a big one. So I think that they should be legalized in the sense that you should be able to have access to safe and clean resources. If there wasn't study after study after study that backs up the fact that giving people clean access to these things drops the use, drops the fucking fatality rate, definitely, obviously, drops the incarceration rate. Can't talk, but yes. So, I mean, like I said, I don't condone those things, but I do. It's kind of like that classic. I may not agree with what you say, but I'll defend your right to say it. Just like I may not agree with what you choose to do for recreation, but I'll sure defend it. Damn, the thing drops fast. All right, so Nick, sort of a clean needle thing, but more inclusive. Well, and that's a big part. So I have been doing a lot of mushrooms, and part of doing mushrooms, you actually use a syringe, a fucking needle, and you inoculate mushroom spores. And it's a big needle. I don't think it's one that you would put in your arm. It looks huge, but it's a needle. And but I pressure cook the fuck out of it. I sanitize, clean it. I fucking flame sterilize it. And I've thought to myself many times, I'm like, I bet you this is so much cleaner than what people have resorted to using, and that's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Just having access to ability to clean a needle would be a huge step up for a lot of people. So I'm all for legalizing it, man. Legalize it. Legalize drugs and murder. Woo! And that's a song reference, by the way. All right. Nick, with all the career options I was looking at, I almost always want to run for state governor office, but I feel like that could put a target on my back. Yeah, it's weird the things that just standing up for yourself can put a target on your back if you do it to the wrong people. So. But I don't know, man. I've always kind of been under the assumption is the problem with a lot of those positions is the reason you never see good people in them is because good people would never run for those positions, The people that we want, the people who would look out for everybody and fucking really have the interest of the people in mind and the security of the nation in an equal counterbalance. Those people are usually too much of sound mind to ever run for any type of political, you know what I mean? That's the problem. It takes a certain type of egocentric fucking psychopath to run for a lot of those things, so. And like you said, and the people who really do want to make a change have a target on their back. You have the truly peaceful people, John Lennon, Gandhi, fucking Martin Luther King, they get shot. Nick, quote, being a billionaire is immoral. Some Harvard professor, I think. Well, at this point, I can argue that same thing. Philosophically, if you have enough money, like tens of billions, or what was it? If you're going to be a trillionaire or whatever those people are, getting close to, and you haven't fixed the problems in this world, you haven't donated a quarter of your money. I don't have much, you know what I mean? I have right now like $1,000 to my name, and that's bills coming up, and that's not enough to pay them, you know what I mean? But if you told me that I could pay a quarter or half or 3/4 of everything I had, and it would fix, education for the country, world hunger, any one of these problems, pollution, climate change, fucking, if you told me that my money, a quarter of that, I'd give it in a heartbeat. I'd give you all of it. I'd sleep on the fucking streets tomorrow, knowing that the fucking world would be a better place. But someone who has so much money that they could give 3/4 of it away and still have more than 90% of the population. The fact that they haven't done that, yeah, maybe it is immoral to be that wealthy because the world is still so fucked. So, but I don't know. Nick, I mean, Roy Cooper for my state, North Carolina, is actually a decent human being. That's cool. And yes, people on the opposition hate him. And like I said, not everyone's bad, but the people who are, I feel it's a scary position. Like you said, target on your back and shit. I'm like, it's a sad thing. It's a rock and a hard place sometimes. All right. Mickey D, on a fun note, they're sending all the kids home at my work for a month. Oh, so you got a month off? Or do you still have to go in and just not have to deal with kids? Because that's nice, too. Who gives more? Says Nick. Says the Nick. Laughed the boy. Insanely. Who gives more? The man $1 out of his 5 or the millionaire that gives 1,000? Yeah, no shit. No shit. Well, the most giving people you'll ever meet usually have the least amounts financially because they give it away. You can't become a billionaire if you are a giving person, or at least that's how it's kind of set up. I like to think things are different, and they can be, but I don't know. I've never even had $100,000, so at one point in time. So I'm a broke ass, born broke, and I'll die broke. Damn it, and I like it. No, money's not everything, dude. Not to me, but I'll change my mind for a bunch of money. I'll change my mind for the right amount, though. All right. Also on a fun note, says Nick, I went to a really pretty cemetery at my cabin last week. A cemetery at your cabin? Are you saying you're turning your cabin into a like home cemetery? You mean by your cabin, like in that neck of the woods? Or now the cabin is now officially part cemetery? Both are metal. No, it's near my cabin, says Nick. Okay, just checking. I mean, if it's your property, that's a good question. If it's your property and you own enough of it, and obviously I'm not talking about murdering people, but if you want, like, your like family bury, you could bury your fucking animals on a fucking property. Can you bury people? And like put a tombstone? Like if it's legit, I'm not saying again just a hole and have like, that's the family digging hole. We throw the bodies in there when they stink too bad. After we're done taking pictures of them in funny poses. Yeah, but like if you actually had a legit cemetery, I wonder how much you can actually do that. Anyway, I just want to know before I get my own land. on a totally different, unrelated note, Nick, it's this church on the top of the hill in the woods, and these graves kind of go up the hill. It looks cool. Mickey D, like the Addams Family Cemetery. Yes, like the Addams Family Cemetery. Thank you. And then Nick, there's a bunch of really cool. You want to pop up? Hop on pop? You hop on pop? You're on hop on pop? Yes. I don't know if you should get on the table, sweetheart. It's cute, though. But you probably shouldn't be on the table. Nick, and yes, you can bury family on your property with the proper permissions from the state. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have me a family cemetery, bury all my family on my property. I would want enough property so it was far enough from my house. I guess. I don't know if I actually want to do that. But anyway, Nick, speaking of which, did you listen to the funeral symphony yet? No, I haven't. I haven't been listening to any music. I've been listening to lectures on American history, actually. I'm on like 50 hours or so maybe a little more of American history, and I'm at the 1930s. It's cool though, but no, I haven't. I should. And do I just look up funeral synth on Spotify? No, something 2000. You told me who it was. Do I have my phone? I got my phone here. Give me the name of those people really quick, and I'll double check that I saved it. Now's the time. All right. Back in the 1930s, we didn't have the 1930s. I don't know what I said. I'm stoned. Did I mess up on what I'm saying? I'm history on the 1930s and the Great Depression, all that shit. Sandy. Ah, nice. Are we sure Nick's not a vampire who lives in the mausoleum? We only ever see him on the chat after the sun goes down. No joke. Traces of Halloween vibes. And Nick, I think I messaged you, the artist. Yes, but if you let me know right now, I'll save it on my Spotify because I'm on Spotify. So if you want, now's the time. And Sandy, good to have you on. And he could be hundreds of years old, and he has the telekinesis to control the wheel, if I remember correctly. Father 2006. So I'll do it right now. Father 2006, all one word. Why am I not finding it? Nick, I'm 900 years old. Good call. And still showing up for Shatterdaze. Sinister Dabs, hey. Happy Shatterdaze, everybody. Happy Shatterdaze to you. All right, I'm not finding it, buddy. Nick, you're recommending me music, and I'm not finding it. This is what comes up when I look for that, what you're saying. Oh, link it. Yeah, link it. Link that shit. Sounds gross. All right, so, yeah. Let's get some nuggets going. What we got here? Blueberry headband. That's good stuff. So we got some nuggets, and oh, look at that! The dog's playing with it. What is it? What is it? Yes. Nick, it's a really obscure artist. Obviously, he's not. If I can't find it right away on Spotify, that usually says something. All right. Yes, you are. What you doing? You're attacking. Stop attacking me. All right. Let's see here. Nick, it's a really obscure artist. Yeah, you are. Whoa, you're okay. You can try and lay down. You're a little bit big for my lap, but you can try. You can try. Yes, you can. All right. All right. Yeah, what is it? What is it? All right, Sinister Dabs. Packing a fresh one. Let's get it lit, everybody. That sounds like the plan that we will be executing. All right. Hopefully everyone has been doing well this last week. It's been a little bit crazy for me, but everything's going good. Just had to take the cat to the vet because he's still limping and he's on pain meds, but he's all right. So glad to be back at it. Enjoy, sup Venom, you rock, man. Smoking on some Biscotti X Gushers, Biscotti cross with gushers, I'm guessing. Can't think of the word I'm trying to say. Mixed, crossed, whatever. Anyway, yes, that sounds nice. I am smoking on Blueberry Headband, which I've actually grown, I believe. Man, it's been a long time. I either grew just Headband. Yeah, I think it was just Headband. And it turned really purple. It's one of the most purple buds I've ever grown, which I think was because it got really cold. But anyway, let's get lifted, everybody. Sounds like a plan. All right. And try not to burp. All right. Sandy, get on it. Oh, which cat? So Mr. Ziggy had an emergency vet visit. So he has ingrown toenails anyway. This is the guess. But when I first saw him, he was limping with one hand, and he was putting so much weight on the other. That hand looked fucking broken, and he looked fucked. He couldn't walk. I came home, and he looked like he was fucked up. So we went right to the emergency vet with him, sat there. I got off of work. It was about 6:30. I got here about, I think we went there, got to the hospital emergency vet about 7 o'clock. Didn't leave there and get home until about 10:30, 11 o'clock easy. Spent the whole night just because, it's an emergency vet and there was some really sick dog and it was horrible. And we had to wait in our car, which actually wasn't too bad because, it's better than waiting inside of those places. Anyway, long story short, I think he has really bad ingrown claws, like to the point where he can't retract them and they curl back into his paw. And maybe I'm thinking that he jumped down from something tall and finally really just ate it into it. And it fucked him up finally, or he got caught on something really bad and twisted his arm. But he's still limping now, and he's on pain medication. So I hope, they said if he's still limping after tomorrow, I have to take him back in. So they cut his fucking nails, and they cut them so short, they had to get those little things on the inside. It is fucked. And I have pain medication that I'm giving him 3 times a day. He's right here, and he's doing okay. And you can grab his arm, and there's nowhere that hurts, but it was just fucked up. All right, but he's doing okay. Long story short, cat's okay. He's right here. He's just laying down. He's a little kitty CBD. I thought about it. Anyway. Todd, I like your shirt. Good call. Sinister Dab, smoking on something from Cali. Honestly, Cali does have really good pot. So, Todd Aaron, what up from Thornton again? Happy weekend. What up from Denver? Not far. So, all right. And then emoji. Did you ever get the headband effect? I don't know what the headband effect was. So, you have to tell me what that is. But this hit right here goes out to Mr. Ziggy. Alive, well, and right there. All right. Yeah, here's to Ziggles. Woo! Michael J. Cheers. Oh. Woo! All right. Enjoy. Dang, poor cat. I'm sitting here with my female cat. She had an accident a few years ago that left her with 3 legs, but she's still a great cat. I hope she gets around and she does well. I'm kind of worried about him, and they said if he doesn't stop limping, we need to take him in and have him checked on. And he's doing so good for his age. I just don't want anything wrong. And yeah, there's fucking 5 cats here now, so it's crazy. They're still confined to the other side of the house. We were just starting to introduce them to each other, and then he got hurt. And he's really on edge. He's super nervous right now about everything. He knows he's hurt. So we wanted to hold off on introducing him even longer. But eventually there might be 3 more cats that will make an appearance. They're not my cats. They're my girlfriend's cats. They like me, but I don't know how. It might take a while before they're out and about here. Anyway, there's 3 more cats in this house now. Sandy, oh man. Hope Ziggy heals up from having his claws getting cut so close to the nub. Dude, they fucking, there's, when you cut the claws of a cat, the thing I was told is if you look through the light, especially this bright ass light I'm at, you can see through them and you can see this little pink nub where it's actually their fucking, like, that's no longer their nail. It's like cutting off your skin or your fucking nerve ending or whatever's under there. And there's a name for it. I'm just not thinking of it. I never really knew it, but I heard them say it a bunch of times recently. I've heard people saying it. Anyway, dude, there's no way they didn't cut his off because they cut him as far back as you can cut his nails. He has no nail on those ones. But they were really ingrown. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. It's probably the only thing they could do. It was really bad. It was really bad. I felt bad. I don't know. I've just been trying to spend a lot of time. He's just here sleeping. Normally he's a lot more. He's just on the down and down. But he's doing okay. He's right here. He's okay. All right. Michael J. Hella dope shirt. Thank you. Yeah, I love this shirt. I'm a big fan of this shirt. All right. Nick, oh boy, kitty cats. Yeah, they can be. And it financially fucked me. I'm not going to lie. It was just, I was already hurting. I haven't been working as much. Everything was on the bottom. I'll be fine. Fortunately, it's halfway through the month. So I still have a while before like rent and stuff, the first of the month and shit. So that's a good timing in that sense. It's just I'm a little depleted. I've been working on, I got my clones going, if you see here. So I've been doing clones, doing mushrooms, being invested in that. And sometimes life just reminds you, hey, don't forget about the important things. And fortunately, it was just him so far. Just seems like he hurt his hand. Took him in. There's that reminder. So I'm glad he's good. So, Kenzie, it's the quick. There you go. Thank you. It's the blood supply for the nail. And dude, obviously he's hurting, and I haven't wanted to bug him. He's so cute right now, sleeping. But I haven't want to fuck with him and look at it, but the one time I did, I'm like, holy shit, there's nothing there. Like, they fucking... Honestly, I wish they would have... I am strongly against declawing cats, but if his nail's that fucked up, I'm gonna wonder if I'm like, can we just declaw those too? I mean, it's probably worse to keep them on. I don't know. Anyway. Nick, sleep does a cat good. Yeah, he's just here sleeping, and he's hanging out. I wish I was home more to hang out with him. Mickey, they'll probably tell you that they'll have to cut his nails for him. Well, they did cut all his nails, which normally I'm pretty good at, but I just hadn't. But he'll let me get all the nails but the ones that are ingrown. There's 2 ingrown ones, and even if I wanted to, you can't get the nail clippers that I have made for the cat and dog. They're pretty hardcore. It's fucked. I mean, it's like that thick and curled. It's fucked. But they did his nails. I don't know what to do for the upkeep, and I wasn't able to go to my vet and all this. Todd, I work from home and pretty much keep to myself. I'm a robotic process automation developer, and for a really large company. And finally, most of my bots in production are in working order, 17 now, and I couldn't be happier. That's kind of cool. Everyone knows that you're all awesome and loved. I hope everyone knows that you're all awesome and loved. That's good on it, man. So good for you, buddy. Cheers on that. Hopefully everyone's pulling through with all the shit they want to do. I haven't, but I have been in good spirits. I have a great person around me most of the time, except for when I'm at work, and great cats and great company and great friends. I'm doing good and positive. So even if the world's a little funky at times, I've been doing great, and I haven't been happier in a long, long time. So hopefully everyone is able to continue to do so and get their shit done and be happy. So, all right. Todd, Ed, I'm so sorry to hear about your cat. I hope he has a speedy recovery. Happy Saturdays, my friends. Happy Saturday, buddy. Nick, it's okay to be financially damaged by something as long as it's fun or cute. Says Grandma. Now shit. Hey, I'm not against that. Good. I can live with that. I've been in it before. I've had. That's part of owning an animal. Everyone knows that. Dogs are far more expensive, so cats are usually a lot on the cheaper end in my experience. Nick D. I meant you'll have to cut his nails on a regular basis. So I'm wondering, I'm going to try now. I'll figure it out. That one nail that's ingrown, maybe if I never let it grow past a certain point from this point, although I bet you he's going to be super sensitive to ever letting me touch it. Although he's been great. He lets me trim his nails and he takes his medicine better than any other cat I've ever had. So I got to work on him. All right, emoji. I look like I'm fucking can't see it. Fucking my mom was watching this show and she's like, "You need glasses. You can't read. It's tiny and it's bright in here." But no, I can't ever see. I should see if I could make this larger. Every time I'm in here, I'm like, I should probably do that. Can I make this larger? Yes, I can. There we go. But then I can only read like 2 at a time. All right, that's a little bit better. All right. Anyway, I can actually fucking read that. All right. Somewhat. Kenzie, use a cat nail clipper rather than a dog nail clipper. It looks like a pair of scissors, kinda. The blade is smaller and it's easier to get behind the nails and the curl of the tight pad. I'd cut them every 2 to 3 weeks if his tend to curl. Ears J, Nick. I think those are the kind I have. But they're rounded and have the thing. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But now I'm going to figure it out. And I'll get it. I might go and get a new pair or look at different kinds, whatever the best is. I want to talk to my vet about it because he's pretty bad off. Kenzie, if you're able to keep up on them, they won't grow into the pad, which is what I was thinking. But he's always been really touchy, and it's really thick is the problem. Like normal, like if this is a normal cat nail, this is the whole nail, a claw, excuse me. This is the claw, very thin, sharp, retracts, stabby. His is like, it's that thick, and it curls all the way around. So I'm like, fuck, I can't get the normal cat clipper around that without really fucking, it is bad. But now that it's cut that short, I'm going to find a way to keep it up somehow. Nick, I've been doing a lot better, actually. I got a new project car. Hey, that's always something to fucking help keep the mind going. Although I got my car, so I wouldn't have to ever do a project for the near future. And again, but you never know. Knock on wood. All right, Todd, enjoy. You know it. I probably missed it. No, so I just zoomed in. Made my zoomed in the font on my computer to 125%. So it'll probably be weird when I'm not in chat, but I don't know why I haven't done that because that is much easier to read now. But Nick, Charlie is an expensive little brat. Yeah, dogs can be that way, son. And then Mickey D, like a raptor, son. I probably missed my timing to know what the reference was. But anyway, cheers, everybody. Hopefully now I can actually fucking read these at a decently normal time. I don't know why it's taken me 100 of those to fucking go. Literally, it's nice to not squint to look at that. All right. And I should probably put it over here so I can read it from there. That was not necessary, but there we go. All right. How about we spin the wheel of dabs? Sounds like a plan to me. All right. All right. And We'll roll up a big old fatty of this her blueberry headband. Oh, and then we'll smoke out This Is Not Chong, which I like that one. Also, if anybody wants to share anything, share some pictures, yada yada. That's a good place to do it on Insta. Venom 420 is the tag on Instagram. Share it, and I will share it right here live on this shitty phone. And we'll look at pictures of anything you want to send to me that's preferably cute or pot. Or both. So, all right. Get that broken down. It's totally not a chong bong, like, at all. No, seriously. Yeah, no shit. Clever name. There's always drama going on with those guys, but I still like them. So, let's get this guy going. Change out the water real quick, meow. Right, meow. Right, meow. Right, meow. All right. Nick, damn, no new Charlie pictures. Oh. But you're welcome to look at the old ones. Yeah. Charlie's always worth a second look. Kenzie, I'll take some pics and videos helping you with his nails. My other cat Elvis has thick nails too. It tends to happen to the older guys more. Scratching helps shed the outer layers of his nail. He does really good about scratching for the most part, but yes, I'd be down with that. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. And also maybe a recommendation on exactly what scissors. I think I have. They might be dog ones. I don't know. I think you could do. I think we've tried to do them with the dog. I don't trim the dog's nails, but I think my girlfriend has trimmed the dog's nails with the ones that I used to trim his nails with. Normally, he's so good too. He's such a good dude. You're such a good dude, aren't you? All right, Mickey D, I sent a photo of what I'm up to this evening. Alrighty, there we are. There we are. Got some pictures coming in. Let me take a dab, and then we'll trade some pictures up. Because I have some pictures of the current grow. That's about it. I got some pictures of the. Well, clones are right there. Clones are doing good. I'll bring those over. We can take a quick peek of them. That sounds fun. So then we'll see what you're up to this evening, Mickey D. Yeah, good times. It's always good to have a Saturday night off. So thanks for joining. Hopefully everyone is able to smoke on something tasty and medicinal and pleasing. Nick, I also went 195 on the highway in the new project car on the way back from buying. Jeez. I think that's faster than I've ever been in a car. Definitely driving. I've always had one of those chips, the governing chips, governor chips. The one photo I sent you is what's left of my bud, says Mickey D. Okay. Let me get another guab of this delicious distillate. I know someone was saying something against it, but I still like the stuff. But yeah, it's faster than you ever need to go. 195, yeah. Yeah, that's faster than I've ever been on a car. I've been in a plane, so I imagine I've been faster. And I've traversed the universe. That's pretty fast. But not in a car on this planet. Yet. But no, yeah, my old car would go like 114 and then it'd go stupid chip. Stupid chip. Alright. Anyway, cheers everybody. Have an awesome evening. Thank you for joining me. And let's get another dab in it. Woo! Oh! 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 Ah! Oh, that'll wake you up or put you to sleep. One of the two. Fuck. Mickey D. Can't re-up till next week when I get paid. Yeah, no shit. Filling you there. I usually buy an ounce of weed at a time, and it lasts about 3 to 4 weeks. I only get paid once a month, so. Woo! I feel you. I feel you. I'm glad I got pot, but at the same time, okay, use that money to pay off all the crazy shit that just happened. But whatever, shit happens. Oh, nice. Let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty much. Those are the ones I'm using. Those are pretty much the ones. Those are the ones I'm using. So I am using the right ones. Mine don't have the little thing on the end that you're holding them by, but they're the same blade. So, oh fuck me. All right. Well, Mickey D, hopefully you get re-up soon. Nick, is Mercedes? It's a Mercedes E50 AMG with 350 mile with 230,000 miles. Got it for $4,600. Jeez, ran really well for the mileage, and I need a beaker bong. Well, the beaker bong's a little bit easier for me to obtain because I have one of those. All right, was that Trash Gal? Are you more of a tricksish? I'm terrible, and I just took a huge dab. Am I gal? Am I more of a flower or a dabs person? Yes. I have been asked this a couple of times. I like both. I definitely would never want to have one or the other, but I've definitely had shitty pot that I would do anything just to have a dab for, like be like, fuck, you know, like, and I've had really bad hash that I would kill for just having some good bud for us, some good flower. So it matters. If it's really good, I still, I guess, flower at the end of the day. And if I had to pick one forever, it'd be flower. I mostly do dabs at home. Also, I notice, except for maybe like the pens and shit like that when I'm out and about. But I don't know. I like both. What I'd say the one thing I'm kind of not into out of them all is I'm not a big edible person. It's just not usually my thing. I've never really felt edibles that much, and the people I know usually agree with me. Like, oh, I've never felt anything. And the people who do feel something on edibles are usually like, you know, that's the highest I've ever been. You know, I know people who have like tripped balls on edibles. So I'm like, you know, maybe it's probably good I'm one of those people who has a little bit less of that. So, Nick, the plan is to restore the paint and the interior and get through rebuilding the engine. And the ride home was nice, though. Nice too. Engine light came on right after I got off the exit. And then, Nick, I like CBD edibles, but mostly for sleep. Now, CBD, I just enjoy having it, but I don't know. It's one of those things where I personally have done a lot of it before, and I don't feel a lot of effects. It's definitely not something I feel right away. I wish I had some more cream or something, some balm, because I've had a fucked up shoulder for like 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. And maybe, you know, I'd like to give it another shot. But, you know, it's never been a miracle cure for me offhand. But maybe I smoke so much pot that I'm already getting all the effects I'm going to get from it. Maybe I've already milked that to that's no extent. It's not so much, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not so much that I haven't felt the effects of it. I do, and I've really enjoyed all the products I've ever had. But financially, I'm always so broke. I'm like, fuck, dude, I couldn't afford to just, you know, because you can get CBD everything. You can get CBD shampoo, hair products, pills, ointment, cream, lip balm, fucking smoke those CBD hemp cigarettes I was talking about. I do put hemp oil and hemp seeds in my smoothies that I make every morning and shit, but I've been doing that for years. And they don't say CBD, but it's all hemp stuff, so I imagine it probably contains it. All right. It's just, I don't know. Wandering Fire. Yo, have you ever smoked cigarettes in your life? I did, but I'm kind of glad that it wasn't as much of a thing for me as it has been for other people. I will say that I'm really glad that I smoke pot. Like, I'm rolling a joint right now. I enjoy smoking. I am addicted to smoking. And if I could not smoke pot, I'd probably be a smoker of cigarettes or whatever, you know, just something to fulfill that urge of smoking. Maybe a pipe tobacco. But now I just smoke those hempette, wild hemp cigarette things. Those were really nice. I'd probably go to that if I could not smoke pot anymore. Probably smoke the shit out of those. But they're expensive, but they're enjoyable. Anyway. But yeah, I did. It's funny. I used to smoke at a job I had doing data entry and shit, typing in a office, straight up office, water cooler, the whole nine, typing, cubicle. Sometimes, but there wasn't cubicles unless you know, just desks of computers and shit like that. And I used to go out and smoke a joint in my car, and then I'd smoke a cigarette thinking that it wouldn't. Now that people I've smelt do that, I'm like, God, man, there's no way I didn't just smell like cigarettes and weed. it really cover it up. But I used to smoke cigarettes to try and cover up the smell that I was smoking weed all the time. And then I dated multiple girls who all smoked cigarettes, so I'd usually smoke with them just because it kind of, they're there and it rubs off, and I don't know. But I don't smoke cigarettes. The last time I had a cigarette was when one of my cats passed away, and I was like at the vet, and I had nothing else. I couldn't drive home, and I was like very emotionally broken, and I asked for a cigarette. And I immediately even regretted it as I was doing it. I'm like, oh, this is making me dizzy, on top of the fact I'm upset. And fuck this, dude. I'm not a big fan of smoking cigarettes. It's just not my thing. I don't advise it, but, whatever. Teach their own. Nick, yeah, CBD can get pricey quick depending on the product. So I guess I want to find a really... Ooh. Let's see, meow. Talking to Kenzie, meow. Ooh, yeah, no. I have the ones, the blue ones. The ones like the blue ones. They're meant for cats, for sure. I have those type. Like if I show you them, they look just like that. But we were able to do the dog's nails, or she was. I didn't do them, dude. Fucking, I think she was able to. Maybe, because it does. The dog doesn't seem like it has the nails clipped, so maybe she wasn't able to. But we tried to do them. I think we can do them with those. Anyway, she's not a big dog, but she does have fucking big nails. All right, Mickey D. I'm so glad that I quit smoking cigarettes. Yeah, dude. The fact that you quit smoking is awesome, dude. If anybody else, I never thought about it. And you know what, man? They'll give you extra years with your fucking kids and save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And everyone's like, I'm going to die anyway. It's like, yeah, but you don't want to die that way, man. Anybody who's seen that shit, is not a good way to go. If you're going to die any other way. It's just, if you can avoid that for yourself, do so. I highly recommend it. I would hate to see anybody I care about in that situation. So don't do it. Don't do it. Nick, raw cones are my favorite. I'm not a big fan of cones. Just myself. It seems like I have just as many problems with running, if not more, with cones. Maybe I don't pack them quite as good. But I like rolling. I'm a fan. Give it a quick dry. And I have a whole bunch of these. I really highly recommend these raw 300s. 300 papers. I smoke a shit ton of joints. And still 300 usually gets me by like 9 months to a year, especially because I also usually get a couple packs of these big ones. So between those, forever. All right. Okay. Mickey D, I don't really feel edibles unless I have unless I eat a shit ton and then overdo it. See, there's that fine line where it's too much or too little. It's not like smoking a bowl and then another bowl and then a joint and then a dab. It's like a brownie, cookie, a drink, half a thing of cotton candy edible. I don't know how much I'm eating that shit, so you're kind of up in the air. All right. Mickey D, I love smoking blunts. Venom taught me how to roll back in the day. Yeah, I have a weird way of doing it. Kind of, I've noticed, or I've been told, but whatever works, right? All right. Kenzie, I wish I was closer to upkeep his nails for you. Oh, that's so, just saying that's really, really sweet. So no worries. I appreciate the shit out of it. Kenzie, I do my dog's nails for little sample snacks. I do my plugs dogs. I do my plugs dog's nails for him for a little sample snacks. That's kind of cool. Yeah, doing the dog is hard too. I started trying and I wasn't doing good. All right, Gally Gal. What's the craziest thing I've ever smoked out of? Craziest thing I've ever smoked out of. Uh, Probably really giant, expensive hookah at a party, and I mean it was fucking huge. And I remember the bowl's name. It was a giant dab too. It was a dab with it had a quasar quartz rig like that big. So the dab was at least that big, filled, and you get it up and you put the coal in the middle and it bubbles up the dab. And this thing had to be a few grand. That's up there anyway. But I don't know what you mean by crazy, but man, that was pretty crazy at a party to smoke out of a fucking giant, and they had to be a fucking. That was a huge bowl. I don't know how many grams you put in there to fill it, but at least a quarter of an ounce. So, and then you share it on a hookah. So, I mean, not one person is doing it, but don't do that either. But yeah. All right. Biggie D, remember those cyclone blunts we used to get back in the day? Yeah, are those clear ones? The clear plastic ones? That's what I think of when I think of cyclones. I think they still have those. They're like grape and shit. God, what papers? What? Wait, what? What papers? Okay, gotcha. If those cyclone ones are those clear ones, that's what I remember. I've had a lot of papers too. They had cyclone blunts too. I remember that too. Mickey D, they were right. That gas station up the street had all kinds of blunt wraps and Fago. And you know what? That's exactly what just started going through my mind when you said that. Because those little cyclone blunts, I used to get those. That was before I just gave in and started just rolling with the wraps again. The wraps are my favorite. I think I have some right here. Right now, my current favorite blunts are these guys right here. I don't know if Smoker Friendly is a nationwide or I'm sure it's not worldwide. But Smoker Friendly is making these hemp wraps. They have these unflavored ones. Dope blunts. Love them. I highly recommend them. Mickey D, shit, my two dogs have to be muzzled to clip their nails. You know what? My little Phoenix, she's about that bad. She's so bad. I'm like, my girlfriend asked me to kind of hold her, and she was running so bad that I can't just physically hold her. She's such a sensitive dog that I'm afraid she'll never fucking love me again if I just hold her down and be like, yeah, fucking clip those nails. She's there sitting. And obviously, I was just trying to feed her snacks and like hold her as gentle as possible. And even with snacks, constantly fed to her. And little bits of just, her dinner, I just fed her a little bit of kibble over and over and over again, and like snacks and anything I could to distract her. And at some point, she's like, you know what? Let's do this some other time. I think I had work the next morning or something. I was like, yeah, maybe that's not the best right now. But she's so sweet, and I don't mind. It's what it is. Nick, I smoked out of a Walther handgun once, unloaded, of course. Yeah, that's up there. I've never smoked out of a real gun, even unloaded. That's a little crazy. See, that's crazy. There you go. When I even say that's crazy, that's good. That's crazy. Honestly, the craziest thing I probably smoked out of in that sense, like for unhealthy reasons, is those first bongs you make. I used to make with like ratchet sets with a pen and a fucking Gatorade bottle or something like that. And like, fuck, man, That can't be healthy. That's crazy. Don't do that. Todd, sorry, I meant what joint papers are you using? You said raw 300s, right? Yeah, and the 300s, they're like an inch and a quarters, and then, yeah, they're the 300s. So if oh yeah, look how many of these I got, man. So there's 300 in each pack. Here's 3 packs, and I have some more. I'm like, man, that should last me fucking a really long time. So, oh. But yes, I highly recommend these. My girlfriend is a OCD. It's either OCD or OCB. I do like those papers. They're like probably my second favorites. She likes those ones, which is cool. So, I like these ones for. I will say I liked the raws before they blew up and became like the biggest fucking papers in the world, but whatever. Mickey D, yeah, I was talking about those Cyclone blunts, not the clear ones, but they are the same company. Cyclone they had clear wraps or whatever, cones. They had clear cones way back in the day with those, and they didn't sell great. They were like grape flavored, and they were kind of cool. They're actually owned by the same guy who does raw. He owned a bunch of different companies, but I watch his Instagram shit, and I think once he said he owned that company. Clear ones come with the strawberries and the grapes literally on them. See, yeah, I've the grapes is what I think of. I've gotten the grapes a bunch of times. Todd says, and I believe that's owned by the same guy who owns Raw. That was one of his side hustles was the cones, cyclones or whatever. James, I used to like to roll easy wide or double wide. I liked easy widers too. Those weren't bad. Nick, I like the mango zigzag blunt wraps. And Todd, I was a fan. The easy widers, yeah, those are old school. Yeah, those are old school. I don't even remember why I got into those, but there was a reason. Super old school. I like old papers and shit like that. That's one cool thing about the Instagram of the guy who owns this. He's a paper fanatic, and I enjoy it, but it'd be cool. It's an interesting thing to get into. The blunt wraps, like I said, my biggest thing is I want to do hemp now. I don't even want to smoke tobacco blunt wraps. It really does give me a bit of it's a head rush is what it is. And you learn to adapt to like that, but I've been away from it so long that it just kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, and I kind of stay away from the tobacco wraps. But hemp wraps do it just as good. Just like like I said, if I couldn't smoke pot for whatever god awful reason, I would start smoking those hemp cigarettes. So, Nick, I think I'll be off now. It's 11:20 here, and I have some stuff to do tomorrow. Had fun. Keep it. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, for sure. Good times. Yeah. It's getting late for me. I haven't eaten anything in a little bit. I gotta get ready for bed too, because it is by Sunday and I've been working. Work has been occupying all my time. It's sucked ass. But not yet, because before I do that, Nick, I'm gonna spin the wheel of dabs for you, and we'll take a dab for you. Thanks for joining, as always. Always appreciated. Hopefully I'll be in next week if I don't lose my mind. Holy shit, Kenzie. Right as you said 7 of 10, it landed on 7 of 10. I just knocked it off, but it was on 7 of 10. I mean, on the dot. I saw it the second it fucking hit. So, Kenzie, Nick, you have lost your telekinetic powers to Kenzie. Officially, she just fucking magnetoed that shit and fucking Xavier. That's awesome. So 7 of 10 it is. 7 of 10 it is. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. That was too perfect. Ah. Kenzie, wonder what the timing will show like on the replay. Yeah, wait, popping in at 75 minutes. Hey there. Did you see that? Did you see it? Did you see how awesome it was? Did you see how awesome it was? Huh? That was really cool. The dog says that was super awesome. Phoenix says it was super awesome. Yes, she does. I have no more treats to bribe her with, but she's super cute. She's jumped up a few times. Oh, your mutts say hello. Well, hello to your mutts, Kenzie. And hi, Phoenix. She says, Phoenix, hello. Do you want to come and say hello? Come and say hi. Yeah, yeah. She says hello too. All right. Well, you just fucking brain scan that shit. Pop up and say hello. There's the hellos. Oh, yes. Look how regal she looks. Oh, yeah, Kenzie. So exciting to hear about the Pitbull ban being lifted. Hell yeah. Yes. I was very happy about that. It was stupid. Although I live in Denver and we already had it pulled, but they pulled it for a lot of places. So super happy. She's happy. Phoenix says, don't ban the pups. No pup banning. You bred us into existence. You have to deal with us, damn it. Right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. So congratulations to everybody for that. I'm super stoked. I think that everybody should be. Like I said, we brought these guys here, so we have to take care of them now. You know, they're not wolves anymore. They're innocent little pups. They need our help. So that's awesome that we all came together finally and did the right thing on that one. And it's good that we again decided to bring wolves back. Yeah, yeah. So I'm super excited. Things went pretty good, all in all, recently in those aspects. So awesome. Let's. Oh, poor Ziggy. Um, I need to get some water in the bong, and we might have to get some cat his medicine here. He's good about it though. So you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Where is 7 of 10? That's so crazy. So, all right. I think Mike. Paul. He passed away. Crazy how old he was. Yeah. I love you. Oh, bam! All right, Sandy. I had to look that up. Denver voters repealed the pitbull ban that was in place. Voters approved Denver Measure 2J, a repeal of the city's pitbull ban, with 64.5% support, which is really cool. Yeah. So I am a delivery driver, and granted, I am in Denver, and Denver has had never put that ban in place, at least the city of Denver itself. But I delivered to like 3 surrounding cities. So, and those all, pit bulls were banned. I would say, of all the different types of dogs that I see, and I see a shit ton, pit bulls were the ones I saw the most, even in the places where they were totally banned. So I'm like, yeah, it's good. I mean, so many people love those dogs. Uh, they just have a bad stigma because people fucking really abuse them and fucking make them do horrible things, and then you have a bad view. Anytime yeah, come here, bud. There he is. Anytime that shit happens, it's usually the owner who's at fault. So, Kobe, have you ever tried King Palms? Have you ever tried King Palms? Uh, why is that? Nick, he's back. So's the kitty. Here's our kitty. See, he's doing okay. He's not been great, but he's okay. I'm not gonna mess with him at all. Yep, he's the poster child for a new millennium. He's gonna help us start the revolution. Anyway, he's doing really good. So, King Palms, are those type of papers? They sound familiar. If so, I have not. Yeah, he's nippy. He's nippy. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. I'm sorry. Ziggy looks a little stoned. So he actually, I gave his last one a little bit later than normal because we were out. I had to do some shopping and stuff, and then I forget exactly what time I gave it, but hopefully he's doing okay. He only has 4 more pain medications. It's like a syringe with no needle that you just squirt in the cheek of his mouth or whatever. And so he has 1 tonight, 1 tomorrow morning, 1 midday, 1 tomorrow night, and then he's out. And if he's still limping the next day after all his drugs, maybe a day after, his limp doesn't go away, because it's been getting better and better every day. But if it's not back to normal, I gotta take him back to the vet and get him checked on. So I hope he's feeling no pain, but he's doing okay. And his little claw was a little bit concerning, but he's okay. For his age, he's still doing quite well. He's okay. You okay? So, all right. So, Nick, when animals hurt, I hurt with them. I feel you, buddy. All right. So, what was I gonna say? We can either do a dab. Oh, I know what Kitty wants. I know what the kitty wants. Kitty wants. Kitty. Oh, yeah, what's that stuff? Oh, there's our buddy. There's our friend. Do you not want any? No? I'm sorry. Yeah, he's still not 100%. But he's doing okay, they said. So, I feel you, buddy. I feel you. Sandy, sounds like that syringe stuff is meant to chill him out and let him heal quietly. I'm sure you're probably right. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got the other cat's attention, at least. She's here to make a checkup on you. She's here to check up on you. So, put that one right here. Put that one over here out of the way. We'll clear some room in case a kitty wants to come up and see what's going on and pay a visit here, huh? Yeah, there might be a panda here in 1 second, so say goodbye to me for a little bit. Nick, cat drugs. Yeah. Oh, there's the guy. There's that guy. Ah, he's such a good guy. Alrighty, so, and so the panda's doing good too. So, and like I said, there's a bunch of other kitties too. When I go to bed, there's usually 3 cats and a dog in the bed. And me. Sometimes. No, I'm just checking. And me. Sleeping's always been a chore for me. So, alrighty. But soon, hopefully, there'll be 5 kitties. That will be the day. I will be so happy that day when there are 5 kitties and a dog, all pleasant, all friends in one giant king-size bed. That will be the night. So, yeah, did you notice? Did you want some now? Here you go. Now you want some? There you go. She's gonna eat all your stuff, dude. Maybe it's good that he's not having catnip. He probably knows better. So, that's okay. That's okay. I just trying to make him happy, but you know, catnip's maybe not the best thing when he's on that stuff anyway. So, there's probably a reason he's not eating it. But look at the purry panda. She's the purry panda. Oh, and he's okay. So it's this foot that's messed up. So, but he's on it. So everybody cares about the dude. So we all care about you, buddy. See, he was just holding it up like all like in pain. So, but he's doing good. He, like I said, I think everybody's good vibes always help him do better. So it was just hard waiting for hours and hours. But other than that, he's good. He's back. I'm hoping that, like I said, after tomorrow, within the next few days, he should be back 100%, and then we can maybe start introducing the other cats. He's great, actually. He does wonderful with the other cats. He seems to be pretty oblivious as long as there's people around to distract him. The panda is a little feisty furball, but I think she'll be even more affectionate when she realizes that she has someone else to be affectionate with, because she just loves Ziggy and she just wants his attention so bad, but he's not really into it. So I'm really hoping that that'll change. Yeah, he does look a little bit different than usual this evening. He doesn't usually just kind of sit there, not really looking at much of anything. But that's okay. Nick, does Ziggy come with a complimentary broom and hat? No joke, right? He's very good at the whole Halloween cat thing. My first cat was black too. Oh, and the panda has some black on her too. Now I got a panda right here. I can't wait until the cats are all integrated and introduced and well adapted to each other, because it'll be great to have them all doing their thing. I think it'll be nice. So, and hopefully, maybe like I said, one day you'll even see a couple other kitties up here once or twice. Although it's not always the safest place for cats. Nick, I wish every day was simultaneously science. I wish it was also Halloween and Thanksgiving all the time, buddy. Let me tell you. Oh, all right, time to take a dab. If I haven't fucked up, oh, buddy, I should have. I wanted to carry him down and not make him jump. You okay? He's kind of limping. I'm like watching him walk away. It's great how well he does with the dog. Panda and the dog. Come here. Hey, come here. There you go. Good puppies. You're good puppies. Here. The fact that the dog is here and the cat is there and there's nobody's freaking out, that's a good sign. Because the panda was hissing at the dog too, so I'm hoping that eventually it's just a matter of time. Nick, panda, take it down. Panda. Oh, you don't have to do nothing. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. You don't have to take that down. You don't have to take that down. The dog's like, I don't want to take that down. I don't want to take that down. No, no. All right. Don't chase the kitties. So, they're all doing good. She's a wonderful. The dynamic's been really good. If it goes as good as this has been going so far with the rest of them, I will be super happy. Like I said, the day that all the kids are in one bed peacefully, even for just a moment, I'll be just ecstatic. Super, super happy. It'll happen. It'll happen. Phoenix is the sweetest little girl, and Panda's the rough one. She's gonna be the hardest one ever, but she has a lot of love to give too. So, all right, Nick, I only wanted to play the bass. I feel you there. All I want to ever do is play the bass hardly anymore. All righty, let's get a dab going. And then I think it's going to be a bowl, and then I think I'm be calling it a night, because I have a whole bunch of awesome food and things and cats to cuddle and enjoy for the evening before I have to go back to work for another week. The clones are doing good, so I'm going to show you some clones. I'm going to share some pictures, so I still got a bit to go. Got to get my second wind in. I haven't been drinking any coffee or any caffeine for a few weeks, so I'm on the mellow. Sandy, Phoenix on the bass. Yeah, every time she walks by, she smacks it with her tail. It's great. Man, she's played it a few times. I've almost recorded it a couple of times. Been able to get it. It's funny. God damn it! Of course that's happening. All right, all right. That's what I need. Some agua, rejuvenate. And then, yeah, because it's going to be a second. I still have to refill this shit, take a dab, load a bowl, show off the clones, give some mushroom updates if anybody's interested, which of course you're interested because mushrooms are awesome. Um, one of the big keys to wherever I go and end up living, which obviously Colorado is going to be it, but wherever I end up, Sandy, why'd you get the coffee? Man, I'd die. Yeah, it's been rough. But say, okay, so caffeine, coffee, uh, it just makes me anxious. At the end of the day, that's what it always is. Not only that, I do have some heart stuff where caffeine isn't the best for me, but I've never really consciously thought about that until I'm literally having like heart things, and my chest hurts, and I'm like, okay, I just need to not drink coffee. But I love the taste. I love the smell. I still have decaf, but even my caffeinated tea, I haven't been drinking much of. It doesn't make me. Okay, so I used to be able to drink a cup of coffee and go to bed, you know? So it's not like it would keep me awake, or it wouldn't keep me awake. Sometimes it keep me alert, right? But what I started realizing is the fact that it kept me alert but not awake, the way it was keeping me alert eventually started making me anxious, feel anxious. So, there was a difference between that, because like I said, for years and years, I could just, if you can find a spot, buddy, I could drink a cup of coffee, and go to bed. Also, at the time, I was drinking so much soda, like an ungodly amount of soda, like to anybody to hear, they're like, Jesus Christ. And it's like, yeah. So the fact that I was drinking so much soda, I think, negated the fact that I'm like, yeah, I could drink a cup of coffee and go to bed. Just tastes good. You're biting my shit. Stop it. Stop it. Are you feeling okay? I'll let you do it because you're not feeling so good. So I started, anytime I start kind of feeling anxious, I analyze what I ate or what I did that day or how I felt. One of the key factors every single time is not only coffee, but it's usually a heavy dose of coffee. So it's not that I like have anything against coffee. I love the taste and smell of coffee, but it just wasn't making me feel good, dude. Like it was making me anxious, plain and simple. And here's to never feeling that way for any of you. Fuck that. And here's to Kenzie for calling out the fucking 7 of 10 dab rig. That was amazing. Couldn't have fucking called it any more on the dot. Oh, yeah. Nick, I'll either retire to the mountains of North Carolina or live in Germany. Trying to think. What was I saying about where I live? No matter what there is something. Forget what I was saying, man. I can't remember anything right at the moment. But yeah, a necessity for where I live. I want the ability to. Blah, 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 blah. That's whatever I was talking about for you. Sandy, try drinking Perro. 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 Perro is dog water. No, I'm just saying Perro. no, is a 100% natural beverage with a coffee-like taste. It's 100% naturally caffeine-free, and it's blended from a select all-natural ingredients: malted barley, chicory, and rye. So I might have had that. I've tried that, an alternative with no. With exactly what you said. I've had just malted barley. I've had a mix of malted barley and chicory, both of those, and I think the chicory one was a little bit better and more like traditional, what you think coffee should taste like, and it was good. Um, I enjoyed it. So I've been getting decaf, but the big thing with the decaf is I've been getting Swiss process, Swiss something, Swiss water process, and we looked into it, and that seemed like the safest way of. You got your coat on. You got your coat on. Are you so excited? This is a dog coat. This is my coat. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Japan. Japa. Okay. Nick, he wants to maybe go to Japan or Germany. That'd be cool. But Sandy, yes, that seems like a. I might have tried. I don't know about that brand, but I have tried some different stuff. Yes, yes, there are many like it, but this one is mine. This one is mine. This one is mine. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. You were so cute. You were so cute. You were so cute. Aren't you so cute? Yes, you're so cute. All right. I'm done being a dork for the dog. I'm done being a dork for the dog. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You have a coat. You have a coat. Do you want the coat off? Do you want your coat off? Oh, yes. Let's get that coat off. Now you're all better. Now you're all better with no coat. With no coat. All right. All right. Sandy, yes, I would like to try that stuff again. I'll try any stuff. I usually get what's on whatever's the cheapest stuff I can find. And right now that's been this coffee that's not great tasting, but it's got that Swiss decaffeination process. If you look that up, that's been the cleanest, best I've found, because some decaffeination process uses harsh chemicals, and I don't want to drink that shit. I'm trying to make myself feel better, not worse. Marty, haven't smoked in 24 hours now, and it really sucks. Sucks bad. My car is down, and I can't make it anywhere. What a shame. Well, that does suck. I'll smoke a bowl to you if that makes you feel. Hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better. I will smoke a bowl for you, Marty. Marty, get in the DeLorean because we're getting smoked out. All right. Oh, I got a dog. I got a cat. Oh, how you feeling, cat? Oh, I hope you're feeling special. I'm gonna load a bowl and I'm gonna show you my clones, and then I'm going to eat a shit ton of food, or at least a bunch of food for me. Marty, yes, thank you. Yes, that's how we'll do it. I'll at least smoke a bowl for you, if nothing else. Out of an old school bong with a terrible bowl, but we'll do it. We aren't here making no beauty contests. All right. Bam. Bam. Here's to you, Marty, and to all of you. Thank you for smoking with me again. Always enjoyable. Sandy, hey, Gypsy. Yeah, I always keep some around for when I don't want to speed my guts out on caffeine. Yeah, no shit. I feel you on that. Even when I did drink caffeine, I didn't have any problem with that alternative stuff. Can't remember the name of the stuff I had. Might have been that stuff. All right, Nick, I have a drink called Vibes. It's a CBD fruit juice that gives me a really nice feeling. My favorite is the strawberry lavender. Gypsy, hey Sandy, I had to walk away from him for a minute and get the kiddos to bed. Yes, I love drinking it at night. Yeah, like I said, I never used to have a problem. In fact, okay, so I don't mind drinking now. What I've noticed, I don't mind drinking caffeine at night, like a cup of coffee at night, more than I do in the day. Like before work, I don't like it because if I have any anxious feelings at work, it's bad news. But if I'm at home, at least I can usually calm down and be okay. And it's a lot less likely, and it's not detrimental to me working and shit like that. So really quick, I am going to get my little drink because I'll show you what I'm drinking, and then I'm going to show you my clones real quick. And then we'll smoke a bowl, and then we're going to call it. All right. Well, let's see here. Can't really find the cold one I had. I had one on ice, but apparently chilled. But I like these ones, these hemp sodas. Those are good. Again, I just bought them because they were on sale, but good CBD sodas. So. Oh. So those are the gals. Some are doing a little better than others. But yeah, they're doing okay. That's why I took so many. These are all the green crack ones. So I took a few cuttings from each one, and hopefully we'll have some more going here soon. So got those lovely gals in the background here. I wish this one was cold. They're really not that great when they're not cold, so I'm not going to drink this one. But yes, I highly recommend those. Those are badass. Again, I got them because they're on sale, but I'm glad I tried them. All right. So, Chatter, what's good, my dude? About to smoke one up, and I'm doing pretty good myself. Hopefully you are too. Gypsy, hopefully, hello, Marty. I was just singing that in my head. Marty, we will be right back after these messages. That's funny. Marty, I swear. Gypsy, oh yeah, those hemp sodas are good. Yes, those are badass, Gypsy. Sandy, why are the tips of some of the leaves cut off? You'll notice that all the tips of all the leaves are cut off in the seedlings, or in the clones. Scythe, always good to come home to Shatterdaze. Good vibes. Scythe, good call, man. Let's as I spill my weed everywhere. And once it's spilled on this table, I don't smoke it because it's got so much catnip on it. I don't trust it. All right, but anyway, cheers to it real quick. Happy Shatterdaze, and to everyone, blaze a good night. No, cheers, Gypsy. Woo! So, why are the tips of some of the leaves cut off? You know, I should have done half and half to do as a test. You know what I mean? To always do control to make sure what you're doing is good. Because I've noticed that sometimes putting extra effort into things is not always as good as it says. Marty, it must be nice. Well, that one's still for you, buddy. Here, this one's for you, buddy. Woo! Cheers to it. Chatter, cheers. Sandy, cheers. Happy Shatterdaze. So Sandy, this is not something I've ever done before. That's the most clones I've ever taken at once too, but I'm doing it from 3 plants over a couple days. Gypsy, smoking one for you too, Marty. Cheers. Now, from my understanding, and it kind of made sense, and I've noticed a lot of people doing it, and a lot of people that I like, so and like watching. From my understanding, when you cut off all the tips of the clones, they are forced to, rather than continue growing out. I'm gonna put this away real quick. So instead of continuing to grow outwards on the leaves, which if you have broken fingers, outwards on the leaves, and growing bigger that way, they are forced to root down. So you're stunting the growth of the leaves, and hopefully that will send the energy downwards, is the theory. I've seen a lot of people doing it. Like I said, that's the most clones I've ever done. I haven't done clones in about 10 years, and didn't have an amazing amount of luck back then. But this time, I did it the way I did it the way I used to, with a couple different things. Just the only thing weird is some of these are tops, which I've been told not to do, and seen that there's more rooting hormones naturally in the branches farther down, the nodes farther down on the plant, which makes sense because that's closer to where the roots are at. And if you take the very top of the plant and cut it off and try to take a cutting or a clone, root that down, that does make sense that maybe that's not the best idea. So some of those are tops. Just because I had to top the plants anyway, I'm cutting off these tops. I'm like, well, might as well try and do some clones with them. Fuck it. I'm doing clones anyway. Did those first, and then I took my clones a few days later, trimmed up the gals. I have some pictures I'll show you right now. Hopefully Billy Bong will join us. He's probably got some good looking gals right now. The Beast, what's up? Not much. Hopefully you're doing well. Marty, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So thoughtful. Hey, it's just spreading the vibes, man. Just spreading the vibes. Oh, yeah. So I should be trading some quick pictures, too, before I head out. Don't have to go tonight. So here are my gals. So we'll see if we can't. I'm going to zoom in my whole picture for this one. If the fucking things will just fucking get in. All right. Nick, so pretty. James, nice. The Lucky Hobo just got a 4K monitor. Well, this isn't coming in so clean, is it? Not coming in for a crimp. Marty, aren't these on Instagram? Some of them are. These aren't, because these are updated. I took them right before I started. God damn it. There they are, finally. Okay, so that's the plants right now. That's my green crack. Here it is with the filter on. That's how they look right now because they are on in LED lights. So that's how they look without the filter. Then I just put my glasses on. That's how they look with the glasses on. So that's plantage. Again, on. That's normally how they're looking. That's those gals there. That's the cat eating. Nice. Anyway, so they're doing good. And then some people shared some stuff. Saif, nice dude. Those plants look awesome. Plants are doing okay. They're doing okay. Ooh, got a request. All right. So Todd. Bam. There you go. Todd, thank you for that. Nick, what we got? Oh, is that funeral doom? Okay. All right. You have sent me a link. You sent me a couple links, it looks like. I need to check that out. I wish there's another way to look that up. Hey, kitty. All right. All right. Dan, let's see if we can't get... I can't tell what that is, but I trust you. Oh, no, that's the stash. My shit really doesn't want to zoom in. There it is. Don't know the game, Dan. Can't see the game. But that looks pretty low on the stash, bro. But I'm glad you're smoking with us. Marty and Dan, I'm sorry. Nick, yeah, it's so obscure of a genre that I couldn't find it on Spotify, which sucks. Marty, good night, good night. God bless you, my friend. Good on it. Thank you for joining. All right, and there we go. That's funny. Cool. Got those shared up. Yeah, the plants are doing great. So I just took clones. I would like to give them a couple of days, make sure A, the clones are all doing well, and B, I don't want to just cut them, take clones, and then anytime I trim them, I want to give them time before I flash them into flowering. But I'm ready to start flowering. Hopefully, all I need is one super clone out of that whole batch. The rest can go to side projects, side grows. Anyone else who wants a plant from me, wants a clone, can take one. But I just need the best looking one. I'm going to grow that one as the mother plant for my next batch, flower that batch, and then hopefully the timing will all work out and we'll get more growing. So, but all right. Well, let's smoke one more dab and call it a night, huh? All right. Or at least something on it. Something close to it. Man, I want to drink this fucking thing. All right. But it's just not cold. Sandy, good night, Nick. Yeah, it's tempting. All right. What we got? Holy shit. You with us, Kenzie? Kenzie, you still here? It's 7 to 10 again. You really called that one. Jesus Christ. Venom, did you celebrate the Friday the 13th yesterday? Even though I was born on Friday the 13th, I said Happy 13th, but I ended up doing a whole bunch of shit yesterday and being busy the whole day. But I did enjoy it in here. It's always Friday the 13th in here. I've been really slacking on watching horror movies and celebrating. I kind of fell through on Halloween a little bit more than I wanted to, too. But I had a great night on here. So, Jesus, hey, Nick. I was zonked out. How's it going? Good to have you here, Jesus. Sandy, Marty. Nah, night, Marty. Have a good night, man. Marty, it was good having you. Sandy, always awesome. Yeah. Always good to have yourself. Yeah, it's been good times. I've been happy. That's what matters. Hopefully everyone's been staying positive. That's what counts. But I'm super excited about the plants. I always have the desire to grow more and more every time, just because I smoke a lot. But I don't know. Any bit's good. I like having house plants. I like having the plants in the thing. The clones in here is amazing. The mushrooms have been going great. I can't wait to have so many fucking phoenix and pearl oyster mushrooms that I don't know what to do with, along with other awesome mushrooms for medicinal purposes. I mean, growing things is a great thing. I noticed in my life that every single time, and this has never failed, that I have decided to grow mushrooms, and which isn't that often. So really, it's grow pot. Good things happen, like taking care of a plant, taking care of an animal, taking care of the people that you love. Uh, it brings good things into my life. If nothing else, I think what it does is keep me in a positive outlook. My attitude is good, therefore my outlook is good, and I see things more positively. So that alone does wonders for my psyche. So cheers, everybody. Woo! Woo! Alright. Jesus, harvesting time. So harvesting time might be a few weeks away. This is a very slow going strain. So growing it from seed has made it seem so much longer to me. Just like when you grow from spore on mushrooms, it just seems so much longer than if you take something that's already been inoculated, a little bit of mycelium, and then use that to inoculate other things. They go super fast because it's already at that stage. It's kind of like cloning. Once you have these clones, these guys will be ready in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? A couple days from now, I'm going to open up the vents a little bit more because these are brand new cuts. To open up those vents, they're like 2 days. So they're almost ready to have those vents totally open. They can be air, the light, just open, misted. Within a couple weeks, those roots should be just fucking exploding out, I'm hoping. Like, take the healthiest one, set up a mother plant. Financially, it's been a little rough, but I'll figure it out. Set up that mother plant, get it going, have that my rotating thing. I don't know how I feel about growing green crack as the plant. These ones are good, but you don't know until you smoke that first bowl, and then I'll tell you how I feel about it and get that harvest. But right now, it's a little up in the air. I might try a different strain next time. Not this time round. This is going to be a clone for that, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, you get what you get. I'll try it. Growing it has been a little bit different than smoking it. I've always enjoyed smoking it though. So, all right. Well, anyway, guys, that's it for this evening. I'm Shatterblazed out. I might take one more pop. Yep, for the road. But I have food to eat, and yeah, get ready for another long week. I'm just glad that everybody was here. I'll be back for Saturday. I'm going to kick some ass, get my shit done, and maybe be on a little bit earlier or stay a little later. My goal is to work less and do more shit on the show, but I don't know when that's going to happen. But I absolutely love hanging out with you guys. Kenzie, cheersies. Gypsy, cheers. Everybody, cheers. You guys have an amazing night. You guys always make my night amazing. Sandy, good night. Gypsy, Nick, if you're here. Scythe, good night. Seeing you. Everybody, thank you so much. Cheers on it. Woo! Oh, yeah. Well, until next week, guys. Again, it's always my favorite thing to do is hang out with you guys. So I'll see you then. Take it easy. Keep it keepy. Have a good night.